Okay, I just unpacked both of the coils and a couple things that I noticed right offhand. This is a copper coil. There's 3 different metals here, and that's why you see all the rust and everything right here. This is an aluminum coil, okay? There's no dissimilar metals going on here, so you won't get all this rusting. Also, what I noticed with this coil here also is here, where it mounts at, there's screws here. On this one before, you just ran it through the panel. Also, I'm gonna have to change out the evaporator pans. Okay, this one, the pan for this was ordered. However, it's gonna take about 2 days to come in. So what I'm gonna do is just take this pan right here, and I'm gonna set this coil inside of this pan right here. Also, what I need to check for is right here. When I take this nut off right here, I need to make sure that there's air that comes out of here, which is nitrogen. If it doesn't come out, if I don't hear any nitrogen coming out of here, I need to take it back. That means that somehow the nitrogen has escaped and it's leaked out. So when I get ready to take this nut off, I'm gonna be very careful because sometimes this thing is under a lot of pressure. So what I'm getting ready to do now, I'm gonna go ahead and release the nitrogen on here. The reason they put nitrogen in here is just to make sure that it's not leaking and there's no air getting inside of here. Air is very bad when it gets in here and it mixes with the refrigerant. It turns into an acid, so you don't want that. And it also is to verify that there's no leaks in this thing once you get it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna go ahead and take that nut off, and I'm gonna release the nitrogen in it. All right, I don't know if you guys heard that, but it was a little nitrogen that shot out of there. So I'm gonna go ahead and prep this thing, get it ready. So once I get it, put it on the new pan, we'll come back and finish the change out. Okay, now that I've taken the evaporator coil out of the evaporator pan, I'm gonna take this pan outside and I'm gonna clean it up. All right, so I've gone ahead and installed the evaporator coil. I formed the copper where I need it to be. I have the nitrogen fluid in the back. So what I'm getting ready to do now is go ahead and braze this in place right now, and then after I get finished brazing it in place, I'll go ahead and I'll pressure test it. All right, that should be it. I'm gonna go ahead and do a pressure test after this cools, and we'll see if we have any leaks. If not, then we'll go ahead and pull a vacuum on it. All right, so I've gone ahead and I brazed up the line. I've reinserted the metering device, the piston inside of it. I've soaked the copper pipes with liquid soap. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do a pressure test on it. I'm gonna go out back, I'm gonna pressure test it, make sure it's holding. And if it's holding, we'll go ahead and let it sit for about 30 minutes. And after that, I'll go ahead and pull a vacuum on it. Okay, so I've brazed everything up on the inside of the unit. So right now, what I'm getting ready to do is I'm gonna go ahead and do a pressure test on this. I'm gonna go ahead and pressure test it up to 150 PSI of pressure. Make sure it holds. Let it sit for about 30 minutes to make sure that everything's good to go. Since we did the pressure test on it, the pressure held. So what I'm getting ready to do now is go ahead and pull a vacuum on it, pull it down to 500 microns. Okay, we finished pulling the vacuum on it, put it down to 500 microns. We're getting ready to go ahead and charge it up now. We'll go ahead and charge it up liquid side first. Okay, this unit roughly takes about 18 pounds of refrigerant, so we're gonna be here for a while. I'll get back with you when we're getting close to finish. All right, we got the unit all charged up. Took about 12 pounds. We charged it using superheat since we had a piston and we didn't have a TXV. So everything's looking good. All the pressures and temps are looking good. So we're gonna call this one good. Until next video, stay tuned.